Hello, hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. And there's a good outfit. Yes, precious one. We don't see you very often. We don't see the good kitty very often. Did you want a pair? We don't see Alfie very much. There you go. He's a good boy. Anyway, sorry about that. Hello, good boy. Anyway, hello. I am here every day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we've got a fantastic community here because of your kindness. You've been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. You can timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works best for you. So, hello, hello. Oh, Vita. Thank you. All right, that's good, Alfie. Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. So it's AKA Pumpkin. All right. Okay. I wasn't about to come on without a strong cup of tea. Because, boy, we got a couple of things to cover today. Oh, boy. But, however, we're going to start with this little gem. Tomorrow is the day that, actually, 2 minutes in, I guess I could read on this. Tomorrow is the first day that Dumpy can sell shares, the bulk of the shares of DJT. But he said he's not going to do that. Of course he's not going to do that. Which also, just so you know, I don't know if they'll bother, but that's illegal. You're not supposed to pump up. He was up there. He was saying that he's not going to sell, and it's a great business. It's just the best business. It's so wonderful. It's so great. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. No, you're pumping up your own stock. That's illegal. Now, are they going to do something about it? But so tomorrow's the day he can finally start cashing in that 117 million shares that he has. You're good, Al. Oh, he's a good Al. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. He's just checking stuff out. Yes, he's just a good boy. He's just checking things out. Good boy. All right. Anyway, there's just, it's just not a reasonable idea that he's actually going to, oh no, I'm not going to sell. Really, I'm not. No. I'd never sell. Never in a million years. Please. There's some $3 bills that you might want as well, if you believe that. So let's have a look. Brad 2 says everybody better pull out their shares now. Really? And the sucker millionaires, he got to put in all of that money. Huh. Thank you, Barb. And Kelly Coyle, I agree. He's such a liar. There's a good boy. Yes. Yes, there's a good boy. Oh, he is the precious. He is the precious. Leave him alone. Maybe he'll just lie down and rest there. So, let's see. I'll give you a big ending card for tomorrow. There's the star that feels a lot more dazzle than, let's just say, or to take apart the famous line in Sales, it feels like it's much more sizzle than steak. Starting out with the world card, like over, This is over. Let me put this here. World card. 8 of Cups, walking away. Waiting for his ship to come in. He thinks he's gonna make a fortune, billions on this. 8 of Swords. King of Swords. That doesn't look like billions. That looks like hemmed in, because one, I'm surprised it's as high as it is. Apparently it was $10 a share originally. And why it's even at 15 is beyond me. But yeah, nobody trusts him. Waiting for ship to come in, but this is hemmed in, legally hemmed in. These are some, these are either traders or they are people like the SEC. Because as soon as he starts selling shares, if he can even do it immediately, he might have to give notice. I can't remember. Does anybody know right offhand? Does he have to give notice, or can he just sell starting tomorrow? Because there's something hemming him in here, and it's hang on. He's a good boy. He's good. Malting's Cottage says he can only sell so much. Yeah, I mean, the market can only, he'd have to sell those $117 million shares to somebody. It's a market. It's not, there are no major brokerage houses, pension funds, you name it, that are invested in DJT to start with. So, oh, okay. John Francis, speculation is he'll keep his stock until after the election when he wins. It depends on how desperate he is for money, and I think he's pretty desperate, but I hear what you're saying. Gene Hall, would that 3-day notice be public? Or 2-day notice? Yeah, it absolutely would have to be public. Cynthia O'Keefe says the other shareholders are wanting to sell their 15 million shares. Well, and he has 117 million. So no, he can't. Well, he can't sell it all at once. I mean, you can't float 117 million shares of anything all at once. You can't even if you try to put in a small number of sales for a small number of shares of a particular stock, quite often it will be broken up into clumps. It'll have to come out in a whole lot of packets because you can't just dump it all. And then as the one packet hits, the price will likely go down. And every packet after that, unless there's a huge rush to buy them quickly, the price of every packet goes down. Dylan saying Popok says he has to give notice. There we go. Kelly Cole's asking who's buying. That with a death card behind it, 10 of Swords, the death card behind it for the reading. That doesn't look good for him. Disappointment. Thinks it would be great, but he ends up very, very upset. Lashing out. I'm not getting this going well for him. I'm just not. I don't know exactly what the deal is, but Lisa says, I have concepts of buying Trump stock. There we go. If he wants to get down, give him some space. All right. Nettie says, I understand he has to report to the courts. He has to report it to the courts to all the money he owes in those lawsuits. Okay. DJT, stock, tick, tock. At 10 minutes, 15 seconds in, will Trump sell shares in a way that will affect his legal cases? So look at that. And actually, if anything, this is actually a nice thing to start on, because the number one I was going to do is hard. It's going to be hard, but we're going to get through it together. So, will Trump sell shares in a way that it will affect his legal cases? He owes a lot of money. Two of Cups, 10 of Wands. He is burdened. There's a whole lot of worry there. Yeah, he's pretending he's really rich until, is it the creditors? This does not bode well for him. Whatever he thinks he's going to get, wherever he thinks he's going to be, that legal stuff is going to come around and bite him in the tuchus. So I'm not exactly how that can happen exactly. That's what it feels like. And you know me, I don't like when the cards are too good to be true. So, hold on, what about Nunez? I don't care, do you? You're done. There's the whole family. You're going to lose the election. There's the Trump dynasty. He's going to lose the election. I keep getting that. So he thinks they're trotting out there and he's going to make all this money. And there's a big old ending, finish, and the way things are going to be, or the way things are now, is the past is over, done, dusted. That era of your life is over. And then there's just pathetic Page of Pentacles, which is not a lot of money. Could also refer to the Grifflings, it's children. So, okay. Fingers crossed, but that's what I'm getting. This is going to be a little harder, but we're in this together, okay? 1315. Lisa brought this up, but it's been in the news, and I'm surprised it's not getting more coverage. So there were people, at Trump rallies are people who stand behind him. 6 people standing behind Trump at a rally complained of eye injuries. Medical personnel thought they might have been sprayed with something. And on the one hand, while we could try to make light of this because the jokes kind of write themselves, this is scary. 6 rallygoers suffered mysterious eye injuries while seated behind Donald Trump at a campaign event in Arizona. They experienced eye irritation and sought medical attention after the rally last week in Tucson. Quote, "I can't see anything when I try to open my eyes. I see a bright light. It hurts. It hurts a lot to open my eyes," said pro-life activist Myra Rodriguez. "I have this cold cloth I put on and take off constantly. It's horrible." Rodriguez sought treatment at an emergency room where healthcare providers told her it appeared she'd been sprayed with an unknown substance. "Are you sure you didn't get sprayed with something?" they asked. "Your symptoms look like you got sprayed with something." 5 other attendees in her section reported similar symptoms, although rallygoers on the opposite side of Trump appeared to be unaffected. Another attendee who was seated near Rodriguez, who wanted to remain anonymous, said, "It keeps getting worse and worse. My eyes are watering a lot. My nose started running. Then I started feeling my face get really flushed. My neck felt like it was on fire, and it just progressed from there." Others had to cancel things because they couldn't see well. Campaign statement said the Trump campaign has been collecting information. We remain committed to countless patriots that attend our whatever. What's going on? Valerie says, "Not joking about being downwind. I just saw the news about the Tucson event. It's concerning." Me too. Yeah, I'm not cracking jokes here. That's scary. Cynthia keeps thinking maybe mace or something. The problem with that is you'd be able to smell it. I mean, this would have to be something that they like, yeah, some kind of chemical, but maybe something odorless. I don't know. All right, temperance. It feels like they'll recover. I hope. Scary, scary, scary. These are just the little people behind him. Sitting pretty in the middle. 3 of Wands. Magician. Okay. There's nothing here that says they're making it up. There's nothing here that says if Valerie from Sage of the Scales Tarot is asking, was there an air vent in front of the people? Well, if you think about the people who are right behind him, I mean, the vents would have to be pretty high up. Of course, Mrs. I'm getting a Vlad hit too. Well, okay, what, okay, was this, because that feels like somebody doing something. So was this an attack? They thought maybe it would get to Trump, maybe not. Was this an attack? All right, they're going to get to the bottom of it. It might take some time, but they are. There was something. So you've got a lot of happy Democrats here. Cups can also be medical stuff, but these are happy cards. I mean, that could be delusion or blaming the Democrats, but I've also got happy Democrats there, and then I've got the institution. So Trump losing. But this is more them talking about it. This isn't. All right. What are the options? It could be, well, it would be a lunatic. If it was if a person did this, it was a lunatic. And the lunatic could have been inspired or motivated by any number of things, foreign and domestic, and just cuckoo. Julie Hoffman says, sounds like a nerve agent. The Banshee says something in the signs they were waving. Mal says, honestly, I've had similar symptoms from a colleague wearing cologne. Brought to a test run. Fran is suggesting wag the dog. So was this actually an attack? Not are they going to say it's an attack, but was this actually, did someone plan this out to hurt, to damage? I mean, and it could be Trump, it could be, I mean, if you remember the Tylenol killer, they never found that person, but the law enforcement says that, you know, and that's why there are all of pill bottles that you buy over the counter are sealed, and you're not supposed to use them if they're not sealed. It was because of this idiot, somebody who went in and put poison and Tylenol in different pharmacies. And they think that it was somebody who wanted to unalive one of the victims, and they were just doing it more widely to cover their tracks. Apparently it worked. So, oh, they're definitely looking into this. Yeah, there's some serious investigating going on. Four of Cups. Four of Cups, Page of Wands, Star. Was it the rally? Okay, I'm getting that someone feeling disaffected and hiding amongst the cult, but they've got cups there. They've got something there, and this is something that his team, his side, isn't thinking about. But this was specifically where he is with his cult members. But I'm not getting the Devil card, which surprises me. We're afraid it's something massive, and that is the election, but this is small potatoes. All right, I'm not getting international conspiracy. I'm not getting Vladimir Putin. I'm not getting... But to some extent, this kind of goes under the normal, it's becoming a normal heading of you spout the crazy, you push the crazy ideas, you stir up the crazy people. What do you expect? I don't think it was Mossad. I'm not getting anything brought to, and they will absolutely blame the Democrats. 100%. I was getting that over and over and over. Whatever it was pretty dangerous. Seven of Wands. Knight, again, aggressive. Law enforcement, Tower. Okay, and what I'm getting, there was something there that was very dangerous. There was something there that was very dangerous. That's all I'm getting. But I'm not getting conspiracy, smuggling, false flag. I'm not getting false flag. I'm getting some, like the other two idiots who have tried to take pot shots at this horrible human being. They're not really political because they're too far up in their own heads. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm not getting foreigner. Wanting to get in amongst the base. Again, passing something on, adding insult to injury in front of the country. some kind of defeat. So that's what I'm getting. So Dylan's asking for some kind of aerosol. I don't know what CS means. Sorry. Yeah, it could have been. I was thinking maybe laser too, but nobody saw a laser. Oh wow. Jeffrey's asking, this seems like an attack with a spray from another sneaky MAGA nut job. It's leaning that way for what I'm getting. But do check with other readers. Mari is saying that Michael Popak on Midas Touch thinks that Trump will get a $500 million loan with his shares as collateral, so he has cash without selling. From whom, though? It would have to be someone, it would have to be an individual who's willing to sink that kind of money, because the banks are not happy to see him. Lisa says you'd have to be looking for a laser, though, right? Oh, they're looking for everything. I get that they really are taking it seriously. So, Cauldron Hill Craftwork says there are UV and white lasers, white light lasers. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. We'll hear more later. I just hope these people will get better. And I hope whatever caused this, that it's over. I do not want anyone to get hurt. I do not want violence. I do not want sickness. I don't want any of that. All I want is Donald Trump to lose a fair election and to be to go through a fair legal trial for the crimes he has been accused of. And when found guilty, because he already has been, for him to be treated like anybody else would be treated. I don't think that's a whole lot to ask. So, anyway. All right. Oh, gosh. There's a reason she married him. 2740. I've got a low internet warning right now. So if I disappear, I will come back. Or the picture might freeze, but you'll still be able to hear me usually. So entertainment only, Mal. Exactly. Melania says her old nude modeling was right up there with the works of Paul Cézanne and Michelangelo. And is proud to include it in her book. She also thinks that people who have a problem with this must have a problem with all books and are book banners. They want to ban books. The projection, you can hear the projector. Please. Projection much? She's pushing her book. Yes. We invest. It feels like she's like leaving the stage. Goodbye. Get lost. You are in the hands of an art history major. I was an art history major. I didn't quite graduate, but I came close. So I sat through a lot of art history classes. My health collapsed. It's a long story. It was a long time ago. Anyway, 10, 20, it was 30 years ago. So I've seen a lot of art. I don't care about her pictures. I really don't. I really, really don't. I just want her to go away. Um, she was a star. She was the former first lady, star of the institution. I think we know she's got one heck of a prenup and postnup, and she needs it because of who she will eventually get divorced from. And seriously, you okay? Good boy. Because it's done. Lies. I'd be surprised if there's anything truthful inside that book. Adding insult to injury and howling at the moon. She's also bringing this up to try to stir up controversy because she learned from Donald. What has been controversial in my life that I could try to drum up interest by talking about? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Go away. Go away. Go away. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Bye-bye. All she wants is the money. She doesn't even really want the fame. She just wants buckets and buckets and endless and endless and endless amounts of money. What that gets you, I don't know. Amy Collins, no, it was for I'll have to dig up the link for it. This is it's actually, you can't even see it's worn off. There was a little heart there, and it was part of a set, and it was for playing cards. So you'd each have your own, and you could just prop them up. So I chose the one with the heart, from my heart to yours, and that's what that's from. Cat Shepherd says, yeah, it's another book. Let those who are interested toss their money at it. Yeah. And if I'm correct, isn't it super expensive? Yeah. Charlie S is saying designer clothes and handbags. Who cares? Helen Wheel says, don't forget the shoes. I guess. I don't. I mean, once you have a certain amount of money, aren't you good? What else do you need? It's not like she's Miss Philanthropy. Anyway. She's waiting for the election. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Temperance. Four of Pentacles, her least favorite card, which is that and the Charity card. Lack of money. That's her. Queen of Pentacles. She's always been the Queen of Pentacles. She is the Queen of Materialism. Hermit. And she'll go away. Goodbye. But I do think she's waiting until after the I just assumed she was actually maybe waiting for the will, but she's waiting until at least after the election, because then he can't blame her or try to blame her for him losing the election. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. If she had brought this book out way years back when he was first in office or something, it probably would have sold. But now nobody cares. So yeah, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. She's just trying to stir up attention. And I'm not going to give her any more. So, Lisa Arnold, yes. Come on, 14 even, or 13 even, or 12 even. Whew. Okay. At 35 minutes in. My goodness, my internet is terrible today. I'm sorry. 35 minutes in. John France had a question. 35:10. I've been following Trump media stock this morning. Okay. It dipped below 15 and bottomed out at 14.96 the last time I checked. How will it fare through the next few days? Very good question. Julie Jones says 28 on Amazon pre-order. The release is October 8th. Oh, there's suckers out there. Okay, DJT stock. This is not investment advice, although I will say, just as a person, not an investment advisor, I will just say as a person, don't buy this. High risk, all stupidity. You can do better, but you do you. Movement. How is it even as high as it is now? That's the question. Page of Cups. This just feels like the suckers born every minute who end up, wasn't there someone who put their money in, invested in they took their $400,000 retirement fund and invested in this and lost practically everything? And they're saying, don't put your money in that. Oh, honey. Yeah, it's like a lottery. Big money, big money, big money. Don't, because you'll lose your shirt. This is a mirage. This is all sparkly. See, it's all sparkly and pretty. See? Ooh, buy DJT and you'll have all the pretty. Really? Because that's not good and that's not good. Amy Collins says, put a cat treat on your right at the end of the show. It'll look like Boo Boo's devouring his stock. JT stock. Bratu, yes. All that glitters in Trump Tower is fake. Fake gold paint. Disappointment. The whole electoral tide is very much against him. Look, he is going to walk away with some money. He is. But he's so far in debt. It's not good. He owes so much. Yeah, it might look from the outside like he makes a bunch of money from this, but that money is going to go. Electra Storm is asking, is the pattern from the 60s? Oh, actually, what I was looking, for what it's worth, I was looking for mid-century. So 50s, 60s. Yeah. That there is some orange here that hints at the 70s, but no. That this kind of blues more 50s, 60s. Okay. Okay. All right. Cosmic Goat Lady. Okay, I don't entirely understand this question. Are you still here, Cosmic Goat Lady? Hello, Becca from House of Lenormand. Becca's here. Do follow House of Lenormand. She's great. Cosmic Goat Lady was asking, is Vance campaigning badly all over the place because Trump has outstanding bills everywhere he goes? What, trying to deflect or trying to go where Trump can't? I'm guessing is the question. Oh boy, I think there's another. Oh yeah, we got more Vance stuff coming up. Oh, and suddenly my scalp just itches. Just ugh. Yeah. It's just keep running your mouth, you vile cretin. Oh, hillbilly vanilly shady Vance. All over the country. Just, oh, by the way, I ran across, speaking of Vance and all of this, you know how there was talk about how Shady Vance is, I don't know, what's the right word, an acolyte of Peter Thiel, who has super amounts of money. Okay. Peter Thiel has not contributed to the Trump Vance campaign at all. And do you know why? He himself has said, it happens one way or the other. It's not anything I would do wouldn't make it much difference. So all of his bazillion dollars, he's not giving it to Trump and Vance. Anyway, trying to be the faithful idiot. Vance trying to be the faithful idiot on the defensive and burdened because of the garbage that's coming out of his mouth. And yet he's still going out there making himself look worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. No, he's just doing his job. I don't think it has anything to do with where Trump can or cannot go. He's just that awful. Let's jump down to this Vance question down here at 43. Vance is now vowing, oh gosh. Shady Vance is now vowing to call even legal immigrants illegal. Because he just shouldn't. Let me see if I can get the direct quote, because if you're ever thinking to yourself, well, he can't get any worse. Oh, yes, he can. Oh, definitely he can. J.D. Vance is on his 10th day of attacking the 12 to 15,000 legal Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, after he spread the lie that 20,000 illegal migrants from Haiti were dropped off in the city and started to steal the pet cats and dogs of its residents. No. The claims have been so thoroughly debunked that the Wall Street Journal, which is not exactly a liberal bastion, published a report how the Trump campaign ran with the rumors about pet-eating migrants after being told they weren't true. When the Wall Street Journal is calling your bluff. Okay. About 15,000 Haitian immigrants came to Springfield over the last 4 years. they were able to immigrate legally under a Biden administration policy granting temporary protected status to Haitians as part of a program created by Congress in 1990 to protect immigrants from countries deemed too dangerous to return to. The temporary protected status. That's the law, TPS. And it was signed into law by that uber communist, Marxist George H.W. Bush. But according to Vance, who has a law degree from Yale, the law is illegal and so are the Haitian immigrants, which is false. And so a Politico reporter asked Vance, if you become the vice president under a Trump administration, what will you guys do about the migrants that are already there since they did arrive legally? And a follow-up to that, if you plan to deport them, how would you do that legally? Vance did not answer those questions. All Vancey pants. Well, look, he replied, seemingly frustrated. This is a media and Kamala Harris fact check that I want to clarify and clear up right now. This should be good. Go ahead. Now, the media loves to say that the Haitian migrants, hundreds of thousands of them, by the way, 20,000 in Springfield, but hundreds of thousands of them all across the country, that they're here legally. And what they mean is that Kamala Harris used two separate programs, mass parole and temporary protected status. She used two programs to wave a wand and say, we're not going to deport those people here. Well, if Kamala Harris waves the wand illegally and says, these people are now here legally, I'm still going to call them an illegal alien. So there. An illegal action from Kamala Harris does not make an alien legal. I'm sorry, did I miss the point where she was already president? Did I miss the part where, I mean, she's older, she's a little bit older than I am, but I'm pretty sure in 1990, I mean, that's when I started college. So she was in her 20s. I don't remember her being a part of that, getting that law passed. Do you? Did I miss something? Did she buddies with George H.W.? Okay. So the links in the description, it goes on from there. It's oh boy. So what is he actually going to do? That doesn't look like he's willing to say. He's just going to call them. He's going to call them illegal. Well, I'm going to call you a moron and a racist, bigoted, blankety blank, dumb person who has mommy issues. Thank you, Lewis. And weird. Why gotta be so weird? All right. This guy's so... He's gonna call them names. He's gonna call them inaccurate things. Oh yes, it's all shady, this legal thing that happened under the law. Page of Pentacles. He's a very small person. He's just a small, tiny, pathetic man. Give it time, we won't have to hear as much from him. It's all shaky. He goes out there and just digs out the foundation under the what foundation there is under the Trump campaign or his chance of winning, just under there, just digging out from underneath, make it even more shaky. Yes, it's a boo-boo. Okay. Hi. How are you? How's things? How's the kitty? Here, remove this. There you go. There if you want. Yes, you can go up there if you want. He's the Bailey Boo. He's the Bailey Boo. There you go. Okay. So, hi. All right. Okay. I don't normally, I don't usually read on if Dumpy's got dementia problems. That's not, I just want him to be held accountable for what he's actually done. And what he's done, he's done for years, and he's perfectly fit to, he is perfectly fit to stand trial. That's what matters to me. However, there was something he said that is a little, is he just deluding himself? So is this delusion, or is his Swiss cheese brain starting to crater? Because we watched the debate. We watched it together. We watched it here. Trump is declaring, hear me out, Trump is declaring that the audience at the debate went absolutely crazy in his defense when he was fact-checked so many times. There was no audience. We watched that. There was no audience. Is this just because he for so many years he's been doing that demented Norman Vincent Peale think it a certain way, and that's how it becomes positive thinking. So he just makes stuff up. Is he just making this up, or has he actually Lisa, mother of two rescues, says he does live in the orange sphere. The card for the reading is illusion, delusion. Let's see what the actual cards say, but that's what we're reading on. He lost. Boy, did he lose. Ooh, he lost. Massively. Hugely. And he has to fight back. That is Howling at the Moon. But there's a Thief card, and there's an Ace of Pentacles. If this was here, I would say, okay, we need to worry. No, this is in the middle. This is his ego was so hurt. His little, sensitive, little blown glass ego, it was so hurt by him losing debate to a woman of color because of his own stupidity. That really hurt his feelings. That really hurt his ego. So he has to fight back, and he has to gaslight. Tell people what what they know they saw with their own eyes. Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. So you can steal. You can steal the win. He's a thief. And then he can raise more money. Because if he's a loser, he won't get as much money. I'm not getting dementia here. I'm getting he cannot handle the narcissistic injury he sustained. And a narcissistic injury isn't like, oh, the poor dear. A narcissistic injury is when a person who is a narcissist actually gets brought back down to earth. What? Anyway. Oh, yes, 1480. Dude, it's not time yet. It's not time. Give me a minute. Now, oh boy. And I want to make sure I get to this today at 55:15. Is this moron really going to do this? Because all he did was announce it. There aren't like actual official plans. Hello, I know it's awful, but you got to give me just like 4 minutes, okay? So Trump announced at last night's rally. Hi. That he's going. Here, sweetie. Here, sweetie. And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So Trump announced at last night's rally he's going to Springfield. Will he actually go? Hi. Don't drink my tea. He would get a lot of attention. Stop. Stop. 3 minutes. You get a lot of attention if he goes to Springfield. Valerie is saying, wouldn't it be nice if you couldn't find a venue in Springfield? That would be lovely. Yes, it would. That would be very good. He was got to figure out if he can get a big enough audience. He was saying that Kamala Harris can't get a big crowd, that she has to bus people in and pay them to be there. And it was like, oh, where's that projection noise? Where's that projection noise sound effect? Yeah. Can he get a big enough crowd is the problem. You have migrants, legal. They've gone through the institution. There's Kamala Harris. He's he's running to be in the White House. Adding insult to injury, he would be heinous. And if he goes, he will be in much better. He will look even worse. He will be in much worse shape. He will get raked over the coals even more. So I'd say don't do it, but go ahead. You want to? Show the people who you really are, Donnie. Mark is saying that Springfield is close to Dayton and Columbus. Okay, so you should be able to raise a crowd. Okay, thank you. Rennie Johnson saying, please go. What's up? All right. He's a whole lot of people telling him, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't, no. But he doesn't want to listen. Of course he doesn't want to listen. So, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups, Four of Wands. He'd get attention. He might do it for the attention. Alice Williams says, I think he's gone too far this time. The people are very unhappy with him. But he can't stop because he thinks this is his only chance to stay out of prison, to make all of the legal stuff go away, to be rich. This is small and pathetic, which is Trump and Vance. So he might, but it's not going to help him. Sally Mount is pointing out that Springfield is 30 miles from Jim Jordan's district. Joe says it would be awesome if he lost Ohio over this. I know, right? All right, last look. You don't see Kamala Harris doing any of this stupid stuff. You don't see Tim Walz doing any of this stupid stuff. Trump is burdened by his own stupidity. She's not. She could use this against him, and then he looks even smaller and more pathetic. So is he going to go? He might. He might. All I'm getting is this big. If this was the Cash Peters channel, I think he would draw Trump about this big. Yeah. So is he going to go? It's kind of already baked in. It's kind of already, you already see what it is. And just calling more attention to it just points out how small and pathetic he is. So it doesn't really move the needle. Does that make any sense? So yeah, wouldn't surprise me. But it's kind of hard to see. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I want to edit that. And this. Save. Update layout. Ooh, 1468. Look at that. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you for going through the news with me. Thank you. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. I really appreciate you being here. I love reading on them. I love spending time with you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right. So it's 1:09 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel as usual. Bring your projects. We focus for 25 minutes at a time. Take 5 minutes, let our brains recover. Try to encourage each other. Just working on our projects, cleaning, making things, doing business stuff, whatever you're creating. All right. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. We may have Sarah here tomorrow because we didn't have Sarah Wednesday. She said that we may be having Sarah Friday this week. So yay. That's always fun. So hopefully we see Sarah back here tomorrow, and I will definitely be here. Thank you. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right. So take care, and I will see you right back here tomorrow.